Tonight right here in Richland County, as local agencies heard public input this evening on creating responsible development in the area between Saluda and Broad Rivers. News 19's Nate Stanley was there, and he has more on what was said.
The Central Midlands Council of Governments is asking residents what they hope to see over the next few years along this stretch of Richland County. With the area developing at a fast pace, they want to hear from residents about what they want to see to make the area a better place to live and work.
And we want to make sure that as the land use continues to grow, that there are transportation improvements that can be there to support it.
That was the goal of a public input meeting inside Columbia's Elmwood neighborhood on Wednesday. Reginald Simmons is the transportation director at the Central Midlands Council of Governments and says his organization has been tasked with conducting a study within Richland County and Columbia along the Saluda and Broad Rivers.
We thought that this would be a good area to study, a good area to analyze in preparation for all the continued growth that's happening right now, and get prepared for potential improvements to the transportation system moving forward.
On Thursday, Tool Design, a third-party consulting group, gave a presentation to residents and hosted a session where they left comments for areas of improvement.
We're starting to see the greenway trails, but for just about the everyday person that lives or comes there, the rivers, you cross them and then you kind of forget about them. How do we get to them and make them a part of this?
Simmons says they're considering a number of changes to the area.
Maybe some signal system improvements, intersection improvements, maybe some lighting improvements.
The meeting brought out residents like Aaron Marshall. He says he wants to see more opportunities for active lifestyles and outdoor activities.
I know it's a tough thing to cross a river with a greenway, but I think that's kind of the biggest hurdle is just being able to cross the rivers on biking or walking.
Simmons says the next step is for the public's ideas to be brought in, discussed, and then formally pitched to the city of Columbia and Richland County. He says the timeline for that has not been set yet.
Everything always comes down to money, so we need to look at the results and look at the processes in place and then come up with a strategy of how we can implement them.
And if you missed out on tonight's meeting, don't worry. A similar meeting is scheduled to be held tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 at the Dutch Square Mall. A link to the website can be found on WLTX.com. Reporting in studio, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.
All right, Nate, thanks so much.